Hey, what's something toxic that you like?
When they tell me to shut up, puts you in your place. It's just hot, you know? Like,
Hey, what's something toxic that you like?
being a little abusive.
Stop telling us what to do with our hair.
I explored how women sabotage hypothetical hairdressing clients through disingenuous beauty advice, which would detrimentally impact clients' physical attractiveness.
If you could literally just fucking stay with me, take an hour of your fucking time, and that's too much to fucking ask you. Why is it too much to ask you for an hour of your fucking time? When every single time we have came here, the past 5 times you have came here, I let you go off, I let you do whatever you want, and then you tell me you're gonna fucking stay with me, and then you don't, you just fucking leave me. What's your name? And then ironically...
Gentlemen, these last 2 clips are great examples, behavior to never tolerate. If she respects and likes you, she will have these discussions with you in private. If this ever happens, walk away immediately.
Women are always in charge.
Exactly, yes.
See is power.
Women are in charge.
A few moments later.
We live in a society where men have the power no matter what. Unfortunately, you know, women just don't, we're not in a position to lead. As much as we would like to, we don't get that power. We are not given that opportunity, and that's just that. We're just going to have to live with it. It's just always going to be like that.
God damn it! You can't make this shit up!
You better put your ick face away.
Again, never tolerate this type of reaction from a woman. If a woman has sincere desire for you, your hobbies and interests will be of no consequence, and she will support you 100%.
Hey, what's something toxic that you like?
When they tell me to shut up, puts you in your place. It's just hot, you know? Like,
Hey, what's something toxic that you like?
being a little abusive. When he get real jealous, when he see me talking to another boy, he take it out on me. So
Hey, what's something toxic that you like?
I like when people don't let me leave.
Hey, what's something toxic that you like?
When my man choked me out when we arguing.
Hey, what's something toxic that you like?
I like causing a scene in public so I can embarrass you. Like,
Hey, what's something toxic that you like?
I like when my dude like yell at me a little bit. Like,
Hey, what's something toxic that you like?
when they're controlling, like, tell me what I can and can't do.
Mine's when he gets into fights with other guys.
Oh, yeah.
You can fight? Okay.
Yeah, I came with him.
Hey, what's something toxic that you like?
I like to manipulate people. Sometimes when I know that their emotions are easily manipulated.
Hey, what's something toxic that you like?
If you don't think I'm right, I gotta start a fight with you. Not knowing what to expect one day and the next day you're just being f***ed over.
You know, you want to decrease campus? That's easy. Get rid of alcohol. No one has that conversation. It's like I did my PhD work on alcohol. 50% of the people who are murdered are drunk, and 50% of the people who kill them are drunk. And almost all the date situations are consequences of excess intoxication. But yet there's a party culture on campuses, and anything goes. And you also have this strange thing, especially on the radical left, which is unbelievably paradoxical, where absolutely every form of sexual expression imaginable is 100% permissible because sex is fine, but it's so dangerous that while you're dancing with someone at a Princeton mixer, you have to ask them 2 or 3 times if it's okay for you to continue. And that's actually the case, by the way. I'm not making that up. It's like, well, both of those things can't be true. Now, what's happening, I think, on the Me Too end of things and the affirmative consent end of things is the old sexual taboos are reasserting themselves. The idea that we can extract sex out from emotional intimacy, and especially emotional intimacy, I would say, psychological intimacy, maybe even from long-term relationship, I don't believe it's a tenable idea. I don't think we can do it. And a lot of what we're seeing is the backlash against that. It's like, well, I feel used. You know, because one of the things that's happening on the really radical end of the anti-sexual abuse movement is the idea that, well, if you have intercourse with someone and then you regret it the next day, that's evidence that it wasn't consensual. Well, it is, in a sense, evidence that it wasn't consensual. because it's evidence that you didn't bloody well think it through, right? It was good for last night, but it's not good for today. It's not very wise. The question is, well, what constitutes consent?
Stop telling us what to do with our hair.
Frankly, I cannot remember the last time a man told me what to do with my hair. In my experience, it's almost always some of the women who are so concerned with what other women look like.
Did you see this hypothetical hairdressing client study that came out a little while ago?
Okay, so give me one more hint. I feel like I know this.
I explored how women sabotage hypothetical hairdressing clients through disingenuous beauty advice, which would detrimentally impact clients' physical attractiveness. In both studies, the more attractive the client, the more hair was recommended to be cut off. Both lay women and female professional hairdressers cut most hair off women who were of the same attractiveness level as them, with women cutting the most hair off women they perceived to be about as attractive as themselves. They sabotaged women whose hair was in good condition and had requested a smaller amount cut off to a greater extent than women with hair in poor condition. Client makeup caused lower mate value, lay women to cut off less hair, suggesting the dominance incited by women wearing makeup resulted in reduced sabotage. More intrasexually competitive women, including hairdressers, cut off more hair, confirming competitor manipulation as intrasexual competitiveness strategy being employed.
Yes, that study finds itself in the book.
Amazing.
Stop telling us what to do with our bodies.
Like, I mean, a lot of times people think that the suppression of women's sexuality is done by men, and it is done by men, for sure. That exists, and especially in certain countries. But it also is policed by women.
I'm sick.
Boo, you whore.
And women do suppress other women's sexual expression.
So, on average, would you say more slut shaming comes from men or from women?
I think it depends on the country. It really does. There's a cultural component to that, but let's just talk about Western cultures. I think that women are particularly intolerant of sexy peers, more so than men. Does it bother you to see a sexy woman?
Me? No, but I would campaign for more if there was the opportunity
exactly.
to do it.
And would you be upset if women were more promiscuous?
Yeah, precisely. I mean, this is from Roy Baumeister. I learned this from him, that he was saying it's very strange to lay at the feet of men a restriction in female sexual freedom, given the fact that almost every man, if given the opportunity, would campaign for that precise thing.
Exactly.
Like, I haven't been to a parade downtown here in Austin, but if there was one for that, that would be up there with one of the, for my other male brethren, I'm going to stand firm and I will help. You will finally be able to get your underwear. So, yeah, it makes complete sense to me. And
I feel like that's more of this generation, just because everybody wants to be an independent woman, everybody wants to be a bad bitch, but ultimately everybody wants to be taken care of. So I feel that our generation now, a lot of women want to be taken care of, but they also don't want to do what's necessary to be taken care of, and they also want their cake and eat it too, kind of, in a way.
I wanted to end this video here. This point is amazing. Everyone wants to have their cake and eat it too. This idea is the default mindset to have, as with this understanding, it will make future transactions in your life much easier. Please like and subscribe to support the channel. Please visit the PayPal link below.